hints. Wondering if it even worked. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Every other Wednesday. And yeah, basically how we do this is if you're rewatching, if you're catching the replay, if you want to follow along and catch me the next time, I am on, again, every other Wednesday night. You can follow on my website and it says what time I'm on. I've also got an event on my Facebook page, so you can set up reminders. Or if you subscribe to my channel, you can get notifications that I'm going live. Tonight's goal is to get to 100 subscribers. I have 8 away. I have been trying to just get subscribers for so long, and honestly, 100 will feel like such a huge accomplishment. Hang on, my dog. Ash. No. Hopefully he doesn't keep doing that. Hey everybody, welcome in. So I have a PayPal link. Awesome, Kevin. Well, and the other thing too is that if not very many people are in here, I'll just give it away. Otherwise, we play a fun little game. Otherwise, if you want to send me a donation, I will make sure you absolutely get a short little reading tonight. I'm just trying to get that link, but my computer is being super slow. So, sorry, I meant to have that ready to go. Get down. No. My dog is being ornery. Okay. And if you donate for your reading, you get to choose between the decks that I have, which is nice. Cool. So how many people we got in here right now? Hi, Champagne. I can't get the link, but there's a link in the description to my PayPal. If you guys donate, again, I'll make sure you get a reading. I'll spend probably a little bit more time on you, and you get to choose between the two decks that I have. Otherwise, we're just going to play a fun little game. So to get started, it looks like we got 3 people in here. Oh, and by the way, tonight, the goal is to get 100 subscribers. I'm so close. I'm 8 away, so share, invite friends. I don't even know if you can do that, but I'm just going to say it. And yeah, so let's get started. Sorry, guys. I'm a little not prepared today. How are you guys all doing tonight? Have you guys looked at my new video yet? I just uploaded a video about what to know if you bring a new pet into your house. You haven't, Champagne? I could have swore I gave you one. That's weird. There's been a few times that I've given people readings and they've just never responded, and I'm like, that's strange. And I'm wondering if we get disconnected, but I never remember my readings. I just get into a zone and then I like toss it aside, and it's like it's not even me, and so like my memory is not even. I can't remember readings. People are like, "Oh, you remember that one time when you said this?" I'm like, "Nope." All right, so let's play our first game. I'm going to think of a category. And if you haven't joined, the game is I think of a category, you try to guess that thing in the category that I'm thinking of. And if you guess what I'm thinking of, you get the reading. That I'm thinking of. And if you guess what I'm thinking of, you get the reading. So I'm going to do states. So if you can think of the United States that I'm thinking of, you get the reading. I wrote it down. If you can think of the state that I'm thinking of, you get the reading. There's 3 people in here, I think. And I'll give you a hint. It's not Colorado. That's where I'm from, but that's too easy. Not Nevada. I try to keep these categories small, but it's hard, and I'll give you hints. Not New York, not California. Who's gonna get it? Now I'm starting to second guess myself. I'm hoping that this is a state. Let me just double check. I sometimes get the cities messed up. Okay, no, it's a state. This state is around the middle. Chicago is very close, but Chicago's a city. Not Texas. I'll give you a hint. It starts with an I. Who called me? Oh, my husband. Illinois! Yay, Katrina! You got it. Yeah, you had Chicago, so I think you were thinking of it and you just said the wrong state. So, Katrina, let me know what your question is and we will get into it. I'm going to start with, this is the first deck of cards I ever bought. This is the book that goes with it, and it's called Once Upon a Time. And each of the cards is a different fairy tale. And I don't know why, but I was just like, I want to use these tonight. It's been so long since I've used them. And I just want to get back in touch with them. So, Katrina, let me know what your question is. I think what I might do is start a timer too. Any new love for me? Okay. I'm going to pull some cards for Katrina. This one and this one. Okay, I remember what that one is, but I have to look up this one, sorry. Okay, Pentacles. Ooh, okay. So, Katrina, I pulled for you these two cards, which is, what is this one? The Seven of Pentacles. But if you can see, I don't know how good my video quality is, but this is like the Golden Goose story. And then I don't know what this is. It's some Asian fairy tale, but it is the Three of Wands. And basically what these two cards are saying, this one is about perseverance. So I'm getting that with your love life. What your guides are asking you to do is try to step out of your comfort zone and push to make it happen. Because when you push to make it happen, you're going to get rewarded with this golden goose, this relationship that you're looking for. So the great thing about this is your guides are saying, like, if you put in the effort, it's going to work. And to kind of follow that up, this card is all about communication. So I'm getting that, like, really the only obstacle for you for finding a new relationship is just getting out there, having a conversation, pushing yourself not to be like afraid or nervous and just doing it, if that makes sense. So I sort of changed your question around because your question was a yes or no question. And really how I like to do readings is your guides will support you either way. Like, if you don't want a new relationship, they'll support that. If you do want a new relationship, they'll support that. And so I just sort of change it around into, okay, I assume you want a new relationship. So what can you do to get it? And so, yeah, this one, again, I'm just double checking. This is about energy, communication. It's really, I'm getting that this is just about putting forth the effort. And I think this means, like, you know, making sure that you feel comfortable in your skin, and, you know, when you go out, you're feeling confident and you feel like you're you, and you're actually making sure to go out and meet new people. And or I don't know, just like when somebody mentions, oh, hey, this person, you know, you follow up with like, oh, you know, have you seen them around? Are they dating anyone? I don't know. That sounds weird how I put it, but you know what I mean. It's like, I think your guides are just very much like, put in the energy, the time, communicate, get past those barriers, and then that perseverance is gonna be rewarded. So this is a great reading. I love this. Whoa, that got way better. You're welcome. Anyone else out there? Katrina, since you're still the only one in here, I'm just going to pull a follow-up card because why not? And that's what happens too is when I start these readings, there's like no one in here. And I think it's because they forget to turn on the notification bell. And that's why I'm always like, turn on the notification bell. And then when I go live, you're going to be in here and you could just get the reading yourself or get a really long one. So Katrina. Ooh, okay. So I pulled this card. This is my Mermaid deck, and it says Visions. I don't know if you're very intuitive, Katrina, or if you're into this stuff, but this card is about, it's like psychic stuff, like psychic seeing, clairvoyance. This is your guides telling you that like they want to talk to you and they have messages for you and they want to help you with this. And you're going to be able to pick up through it clairvoyantly. And even if you're not like super intuitive, you can pick up things in dreams. You can sort of have thoughts in your brain. But I think this is just confirmation that your guides are like, we're going to help you through this. And if you want to chat with us, this is how you're going to see us. Oh my gosh, what is happening with my color? Yes, I'm very psychic in all the colors. Yes, awesome. That's fantastic. So I think this is your guides being like, we're going to help you some more. So pay attention because you're very clairvoyant and pay attention to the visual signs. Hey everybody, welcome in. Thanks for joining. So I just finished reading Katrina. How I do my readings are if you send me a little donation on my PayPal link in the description, I'll definitely get you a reading, and then you also get to choose between the tarot decks. Otherwise, if nobody wants to send anything, we'll just give them out for free. And how I do that is I play a little game. And so the game we just played was I throw out a category. You have to guess what I'm thinking of in that category. So we just did states. I was thinking of the state of Illinois. And Katrina was the one that guessed Illinois. So great. Wow, you are a genius. Yes, I am. Thank you. Just kidding. So yeah, we're going to play a little game. So if you want a reading, participate. I just need to think of a category. I need to think of a category. I always mean to do this ahead of time, but I never do. Okay, I got one. I've done this before, but it's okay. I'm going to go with Disney movie. Guess the Disney movie that I'm thinking of. I'll give you hints if you can't get it. But if you can think of the Disney movie I'm thinking of, you get the next reading. Not Little Mermaid, not Lion King. I just saw Lion King, by the way. I thought it was good. I loved it. Not Beauty and the Beast, not Aladdin. Good guesses, though. This is a bit older of a Disney movie. Cinderella, Mystic Lena. You got it. Yay! Anastasia is technically not Disney. Little known fact. So Mystic Lena, let me know in the comments if you have anything you want me to look into. I'm going to pull my Mermaid deck for you. Is Chinkin mad at me? We broke up today. Oh, bummer. I'm sorry. I want to ask the question of, did you do something to make him mad? Because I'm not feeling like you did. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, yes, maybe I'm wrong. Just flies. It was politics. Sorry, not laughing at you. I promise. I'm getting, my first impression is that he's just like not even, he's not really wanting to think about it right now, which is why like when I connect to his energy, I'm not getting anger. When I connect to his energy, I'm just getting like, I just want to move on with my day. And I do get though that the politics, hang on, let me just double check on this. I'm trying to figure out if this is just like a temporary breakup, like you're pissed off at each other, or if this is more permanent. I feel like it's more permanent. And again, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, because I can't be wrong. It's also hard for me to connect to your guys' energy when all I have is like a little teeny username and hardly a name to go off of. That's interesting. I don't know. I feel like this is a more permanent breakup. I'm getting that the politics stuff, even though that's like what, oh, thank you. Even though that's what you guys broke up over, I feel like it was more than just that. Like it could have been anything and it would have happened. So I'm getting that, like, I think why you asked that question is you're worried that you pissed him off about politics. Maybe he'll come back around and you won't have to, talk to him about that again or something. But I feel like it would have been something else. Like I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like he's not the right person for you is what I'm getting. And again, could be wrong. It feels like your guys' maturity levels just don't match, if that makes sense. And I pulled an interesting card. This is the crane bag, but I'm attached. Well, yeah, and of course it's the same day. It's got to be hard. The crane bag is about decluttering, which is interesting. I think this is what he's doing. I think, he might have already been planning on breaking off the relationship. I don't know. I don't feel like you guys like match. That's like, I feel like it's like trying to fit two puzzle pieces together that don't work. And I think this is him. I think he's been wanting to declutter that relationship for a while, but this is also a message for you to declutter this area of your life. I feel like maybe there was a lot of bad habits that happened in this relationship. I know we were in a fit. I think that there's just a lot of junk in this relationship, and it's not, the thing that I tell people about relationships is really try to look at it and say, what did I learn from this? What did I learn from myself about what I need in a relationship? I think too many of us are so hurt and we just move on and we're like, oh my God, fuck that. And we just like never want to think about it again. And in order to heal, we need to be able to look at it and be like, what didn't work? What did work? Because, even though that's not the person for me, that's okay. But at least I have this idea in my head of, okay, I need to be able to talk to somebody about politics, or I need to be able to talk to somebody who has the same political view as me. Or maybe that's not important and maybe you realize, maybe I should keep that to myself or something. I don't know. But yeah, I just feel like you guys, I really don't feel like he's mad though. I really feel like he's been wanting to separate for a while, and it's more of a relief. And so I would say going forward, to preserve that friendship is to respect his distance, not bug him, not bother him. But I mean, you can like reach out and be like, hey, are you okay? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I feel like you guys might have a good friendship because of it. And I think one of the strongest things we can do as we get out of a relationship is be the mature one. Mystic Lena. And I think you could do that because I don't know if he can, but you're welcome. It's funny because I play that little game and I always feel like the person who needs the reading the most will get that reading. And it's so funny that you like broke up today with him. Cinderella Queen Bee. What? Yeah, Snow White should be the queen bee. I mean, she's the first princess ever. I've actually got a signed, what is it? A poster from the lady who voiced Snow White out in my hallway. Can't show you because it's out there, but I love Snow White. Cool, thank you, Mystic Lena. All right, guys, I'm still on here for about another half hour. So who's on here with me? I've only got three people. All right, so let's play another game. Just joking. Gotcha. Joking over disagreements that end in breakups. Yeah, fortunately, I've never had that. Well, I don't know, maybe. Cool. Phantom's in here. I assume Mystic Luna's in here. I'm just gonna play another game. If Phantom's like the only one in here, then he's the only one in here. We'll go with that. Okay, new category. I have to look around my environment to figure this out. Kevin is here. Okay, cool. Thank you guys for joining me. I do this every other Wednesday night. If you want to be reminded, you can click on the notification bell and turn on certain types of notifications. Please feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers tonight. I'm so close. I also have an event up on my Facebook page and my website. So if you're trying to remember and those work better for you, definitely go there. Other than that, guys, I do readings over the phone, in person, yada, yada. So if you really like my energy and want to set up a reading, definitely reach out. 7 more. Oh, so I got one. Yes. Cool. And I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. But I'm trying to get my YouTube channel going. The goal is to become a permanent YouTube vlogger because that would be awesome. I'll support your cause, man. Thank you. All right. I'm going to do the fairy tale for this next one. Here, why don't I look in here? Ooh, I'm going to do, okay, ready? Category is animals. If you can think of the animal that I'm guessing, you get the next reading. Animal. If you can think of the animal I'm thinking of, you get the next reading. Not cheetah. Close. I shouldn't say that. Kitten and a cat. Lion. Bam! Phantom. You got it. That's interesting. Look at that. Cheetah, kitten, cat, lion. You guys are all psychic. You don't know it, but like that's connecting. You're getting close to some level. You know, I'm putting out an image of a lion, and you guys are all picking up on some sort of form of that. That's cool. Nice. Phantom, let me know your question in the comments, and I will pull some cards. Felines, yeah. That's how it works a lot of the time. Felines, yeah. That's how it works a lot of the time. You can sort of hone in on the image and like maybe it's a ball, but you just guess something else that's circular. And it's about honing that psychic ability where you really get that specific. Excuse me. What lies ahead in August? I'm a Gemini. Cool. What a good question. My guides are telling me to pull 3 for you. Okay. That one. Apparently that one. Ooh, okay. Let me just look this one up. Where's this one? X. See, this is why I don't use this deck, is the booklet is just so massive. It's a book. Okay, so I pulled this card, which is like, it's a big castle with vines around it. So it can kind of look a little scary. But how I like to interpret this card is if you ignore this, it can be scary. If you embrace it and work with it, it can be a super positive thing. So for August, for you, Phantom, the whole like month is about just connecting with yourself and connecting with the universe and understanding yourself more as a person and integrating the universe in you, if that makes sense. It's just like this vibe of, like, I would describe it almost as like a Pisces. Like, I'm a Pisces, and it's very much about, it's about utilizing the universe and your guides and, you know, using them to help you co-create whatever you want. It's about setting those intentions, having the universe meet you halfway, and creating this new reality. It's about manifesting. Yeah, your true self. And so I pulled it in reverse, which to me says it's a challenge. You're going to struggle with getting too caught up in the material world of things, of like work and money and blah. And this is like a reminder to come back to what's my higher self, what's my higher purpose, like what's my real goal here. You know, this should be almost your grounding card for the month. It's like whenever you're feeling off, it's a reminder to yourself, is this really serving me? Is this really serving my highest and best good? Is this on track with my goals, or is this just distracting me? And so if you follow that, the message is that you'll feel fully integrated. You'll feel empowered. It could be a really awesome month for you. This card is like Major Arcana, the final card in the Major Arcana. This is like goal obtained, happiness obtained. And I think that if you follow this and the two cards that I'm going to talk about, you're really going to have a great month. And it's going to be a good example for you going into the future of, I want more months like that. I want this. So this is a really good card. And it's also about being at peace with opposites, is whatever that might mean to you. I just wanted to read that. Okay, so, and then the other two cards, I feel like these are sort of supporting it. What is this? 9 of Wands. Which wands are about desire and vision. Ooh, okay. So this card is about the main points. I'll just go through it quickly. Is working cooperatively, collective strength, action with vision, preparedness. So this is kind of about the actions you take in August. It's like just being very proactive, being prepared. You know, even if you're not moving forward quickly, at least you're taking baby steps. I think this is just about again, it's like setting those intentions, trying to manifest those goals, and I don't know, taking those baby steps and taking action is definitely going to help you move on towards this really good month. And then this is such a beautiful card. Let me just double check. Again, this is why I don't use this deck, is because it's it's such a pain in the ass. So this card, this is so pretty. It's the Queen of Pentacles, and it's like Mother Earth. And pentacles are all about stability, grounding, security, the more material world. And so I think what this card is talking about is, okay, this is a really great 3-card reading. So this is about up in your head, taking action, getting past fears, moving forward on those desires. And then this card is more about the material world. And, the first card is all about combining those two, understanding that you have to embrace the two opposites and have both of them. And so this Queen of Pentacles card is about, what was it? Just having responsibility. I'm getting that this is just responsibility in those material things, remembering to pay the bills, remembering to take care of yourself, remembering to do all of those earthly things that we have to do. And when you combine this responsibility to take care of yourself and your job and all the things you have to do as a human being, and then taking care of your mental manifestations and the things you want to co-create with spirit, both of these are two opposites. One is head and mindset. The other one is doing. You're going to manifest this awesome, great month. And yeah, so that's a great card. I feel like I could go further with that, but I should probably stop. So thanks, Phantom. I think that's a great card reading. I love that. Cool, guys. So if you're just now joining us, how I do these readings are that if you send me a donation through the little PayPal link on the description, I will definitely 100% get you guys a reading. Righteous. Bill and Ted air guitar. Nice. You're welcome. Thank you. And so, what was I saying? So if you send me a donation through the PayPal link, I'll make sure you definitely get a reading. I'll spend a little bit more time on you, and you get to pick the tarot deck that I'm using. Again, it's like minimum $1. I'm trying to save up to build my own tarot deck, which I've already built. I just need to pay the illustrator to start on some designs. But yeah, otherwise, the readings are free if nobody's doing donations. And how I do that is I play a guessing game. And so like the game we just played was I said, try to guess the Disney movie that I'm thinking of, and Phantom guessed Cinderella, which was what I was thinking of. So let's do another category. Is that going to be too hard? I'm going to try it. Okay. Try to guess the country that I'm thinking of. If you can guess the country that I'm thinking of, and I'm writing it down, you get the next reading. Hi there. Welcome. We're playing a guessing game to get a reading. If you can guess the country that I'm thinking of, I'm trying to send it to you guys. Use your psychic ability. Then you get the reading. And I'll give you hints if it gets too hard. Not Australia. I'll give you a continent. The continent is Asia? Yeah, Asia. It's on the continent of Asia. Not China. Getting close. Getting close. Japan! Phantom got it again, and I was so close to saying, if somebody guesses it twice, what I normally have you do, since Phantom already got a reading, is Phantom, you get to choose who you want to give it to, just to make it fair. So it was Japan. Phantom got it again. So Phantom, can you pick somebody else to give a reading to? Because we want to make it fair. And again, guys, if you really want one, all you need to do is just send me a little donation in the PayPal link in the description, and I'll definitely make sure that you guys get a reading. Okay. Woohoo! Thanks, Phantom. That's awesome of you. So, Phantom, pass it off to Zay. Zay, let me know in the comments below what I have a yes or no question. Okay, that's fine. I can work with it. I'll ask a follow-up question. Hey guys, welcome. If you're just now joining us, I do free readings every other Wednesday night. If you want to learn about them and be notified of them, hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that it can remind you, or you can follow me on Facebook or my website to see what dates I'm going to be on next and times. I'm on at 6:30. I should say that. I'm on 6:30 Mountain Time. Did Nick break into my cousin's car and steal all of her stuff? Can you give me more info of their names? You can always delete the comment afterwards. But while I have you guys here too, and while we're waiting for Zay, I should also say that at the very end, I do one group reading, and I try to get all of you guys something. So stick around. I try to make sure that even if you have been waiting, you get something. Nick and stuff. I feel like I need more information. And also, guys, if you're new to my channel, definitely check it out and subscribe. I've got videos up. I usually talk about metaphysics, psychic stuff. I also do videos about relationships and just life in general. And I have some ideas that I want to run by you guys. But what else do I do? Oh, and animals, because I'm an animal communicator. Catch y'all later. Thanks, Phantom. See ya. Let's get back to Zay, though. But I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers tonight, you guys. Please subscribe if you like me. Hi, I'm new here. Hey, let me just read Zay really quick, and I will answer your guys' questions. It was a Range Rover. My gut feeling, Zay, is like no. Like I feel like it. Like I feel like it was like a friend of a friend. He stole medicine and a handicap. I'm just gonna pull a card. I'm feeling like, woohoo! Thanks, Rando. And one thing I do say, you guys, is that I could be wrong. I'm not a psychic who's like, I know everything and I claim to know everything. I can screw up. So yeah, I'm just feeling like Nick maybe do it. Kimmy! Thank you. Kemi, I read you last time and I was wondering if you signed off or if you caught it. Vanilla, too. I gave you a reading and I was worried you missed it. Sorry, Zay. I'll focus. I feel like on the outside it looks like it was Kevin. I'm just going to connect. I think it feels more like a friend or a... Like, even though he's seen at fault, I don't know if it was somebody else or if maybe that person actually gave him permission to get in the car or... Thank you, Vanilla. I'm on every other Wednesday night, guys. And if you want to catch me, I've been on a lot. So just follow me on my Facebook event page so it'll remind you. I need to go on live more often. I was thinking about doing it once a week. So yeah, Zay, I'm feeling like it wasn't him. I don't know why. I don't know if like somebody really did give him permission to go in there, but I don't know if it's the stealing part that doesn't feel right. That's what I'm leaning towards, is that people are like, oh, he stole stuff out of her car. But I'm almost wondering if the Steph girl is making it up into something bigger. And maybe in reality, she was like, oh, yeah, you can get into my car anytime. And then he was like, sweet. And that's probably not what you want to hear, Zay, but I feel like he's being wrongly accused. Either she gave him permission and is sort of like, I don't know what happened. Like, what the fuck? I felt like she should have seen it coming. Like she was partly to blame. We don't know the guy. He's our neighbor. Gotcha. Okay, maybe that. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'll read your comments in a second. I just want to give Zay my full attention. Okay, card I pulled is loyalty. So I don't know, Zay. I'm feeling like he's not your guy. I feel like this neighbor is not the one you think broke into her car. That's what I'm getting. Let me try to see if there's anyone else that I'm feeling gravitating towards. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. I think why I'm having a hard time with this is because I feel like the story that you gave me, there's something wrong in that. Either like somebody gave somebody permission or she lost it, or even though I don't feel like it's like something about that is just not syncing up. But that card that I pulled, I think, was confirmation. It was loyalty. And so I think it's not your neighbor. And my guides are immediately making me think of my neighbor. And maybe it was his neighbor. You know what could have happened was neighbor noticed, told somebody else to grab it. I'm just going to pull one more card. The reason why is because they're being hidey. They're being sneaky. They don't want you to know, which is why it's hard for me to figure it out, because there's that wall, don't want to assume. Sorry guys, I'm reading Zay right now. He said he's wondering if Nick, his neighbor, broke into his cousin's car and stole all of her stuff. I don't feel like it's him. I pulled a card that said loyalty, and I don't feel like it's him. This card I just pulled, and I don't know why, but when I looked at it, I saw like boyfriend or like lover. I feel like maybe there's some, and maybe that's why I'm getting the friend energy. I would just look into if there's a friend or a boyfriend. That would make sense as to why I'm thinking that too, that she gave them permission. Maybe what I'm really picking up is that there was a trust there, which is also why that loyalty card is coming. I'm feeling more sure about this now. I think that it was somebody that she trusts. Maybe they were purposely doing it. Maybe they were inadvertently doing it. I don't feel like it was the neighbor. I feel like it was somebody that she knows. Because how would the neighbor know? Like, that's what I'm hearing. I feel like it might have been somebody that had been in her car previously. I don't know if that helps, Zay. I'm sorry. That's just what I'm getting. I'm getting that the full picture is not there, and that it's somebody else. All I feel like is it's not Nick. I don't know who it is, but okay, I'm going to look back at these comments. Sorry, guys. Hey, welcome if you're newbies, guys. I am on here every other Wednesday night, considering doing every Wednesday night. I don't know. And how I do this is I do some guessing games with the tarot cards, and that's how you get a reading. If you absolutely want a reading, I ask that you just give me a donation and my PayPal link, which is in the description. And I'll definitely get to you, and you can choose what cards I'm pulling. And every night I try to do a different set of cards. But yeah, welcome, Kemi. 2 ideas I want to throw by you guys really quick. Side note. I've been thinking, so I do videography. That's my main job. I do commercial branding for small businesses and businesses. And I'm really obsessed with YouTube, and I help a lot of my clients grow their YouTube channels. I never have time to grow my own, but I have all the filmmaking knowledge and all of the knowledge of the social media platforms because that's my job. And so I'm thinking about putting together a package where I teach you guys how to grow your YouTube channels. Just curious if anyone would be interested in that. Kemi says I need to go live more often. I will try to. Vanilla says my energy is so uplifting. Thank you. I've been recording vlogs all day today, so I'm like, I've got a bunch of new videos coming your guys' way. Another question I want to ask you guys is, I've been thinking about doing a series of vlogs more on myself. I'm curious, because I have you all here, are you guys just more interested in the psychic stuff and getting readings, which is totally fine? Or would you be more interested in also seeing like behind the scenes of my personal life? I kind of hate those on YouTube personally. Like, I don't care what your morning routine is, but like, I have a video of me renovating my shed. I've got a video of me going to Japan, and I'm about to have like a video of me talking about like fertility and like about ready to get pregnant with my husband and like what that's like. And so I'm curious if any of those would be interesting to you. So let me know in the comments. I'm being selfish for a second. I just want to create content that you guys actually like. And I've uploaded some other videos. You guys might want to check them out. Hearts Melodies, you wrote the love letter. Yay! I'm so glad you came back and told me, and I'm so glad I actually remember that. So I sort of pick randomly. I play a game. Welcome. Okay, looks like blah, blah, blah. Can I ask a question? That's creepy. Lauryn, do you like to be read? Was that the question? Sorry, guys. I'm so, like, behind. Lauryn, do you like to be read? Yes, I love getting psychics. There's a psychic on live named Official Reven. I'll definitely check him out. yeah, it's really hard because I only have a few friends that do readings myself, or readings themselves that I actually trust. I'm so hungry. Wow, thank you. I sub. Thanks for subscribing, guys. I'm trying to get to 100. Am I at 100 yet? Yeah, I'm interested. You should do both. Okay, Vanilla is more interested in psychic, whatever makes you happy. Oh my gosh, a baby. That'll be awesome. Yeah, so the fertility video, I was sort of thinking, like, you see the videos once you're pregnant and after. Like, that's the first YouTube video you put up is like, oh, baby reveal. And I'm not going to do that bullshit, by the way. Or like gender reveal and then baby shower and then the birth vlog. And it's like, oh my gosh, but nobody talks about getting pregnant and how to do that because it's scary and it's intimate and you might not get pregnant. And so I'm kind of thinking about filming that. At least my Japan video that I made is going to be pretty fucking sweet. I'm so excited to share it. Cool. I'm at 96. Thanks, Katrina. Okay, thanks for letting me blab, guys. I'm going to get back to it. So let's do another guessing game. Thanks for your feedback. I think my fear is that everyone's just on here for readings and they don't really care about me, which I understand, but curious about that. Let's play the game. Try not to make it too hard. Okay, this one's going to be fast. Are you ready? Get your thumbs ready. Because it's going to be a very narrow window of category. I'm guessing a color. Go. Guess the color that I'm thinking of. Orange, pink, blue. Nobody's gotten it yet. Blue, black, pink, red, green. Miriam, you got it. It's green. Woohoo! Guys, if you really want a reading, stick around to do a group reading at the end. I think I'm going to do one more after Miriam. And then after that, I'll do the group reading. Otherwise, if you really want one, again, send me a donation in the PayPal link. Miriam, let me know. Have I read you before, Miriam? Let me know what questions you have. Periwinkle, Hearts Medicine, or Hearts Melodies. You remember from last time. See, if you're on here often enough, what I'll do for you is I'll start to make the things the same. My PayPal link, I'm sorry, guys, it's in the description. Does somebody mind copying it for me? Like, I can't get out of this window once I set it up. I don't know how to see it. And if I try to open a new tab while I'm in here, it like freezes on me. So if you go to, and I wish I had it memorized. Let me just look, but my throat is killing me. I've been doing vlogs all day. I've specifically set aside today to do it. So Miriam asked, can you tell me what Marwyn's higher self has to tell me? All right, I want to use honey lemon tea. Ooh, good idea. Thank you, Rano. I'm totally going to do that. I also might go get some ice cream because I'm hot. And please do 3 more games. Okay, Kemi. Okay. Only because I'm here alone. I might have to go shut off my sprinkler, but we'll do 2 more after this and then the group. Only because you guys joined. Everyone joins like at the end. So if you turn on that subscribe or turn on the notification bell, you can set it so that you're like the first one in here. I don't know who was in here at the beginning, but I gave them like a 20-minute reading. Miriam, I'm so happy. Okay, before I tell you what this card is, what is your relation to Marwyn? I love your live feed. I know, I try to keep it really positive and fun. I've been on some YouTube live feeds and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Ex-lovers. Okay. Are you wanting to get back together? Follow-up question. Smooth operator. I'm recognizing your guys' names. Welcome. Interesting. Okay. Well, Miriam, this is the card that I pulled for you. It's a mermaid with a baby. I don't know if you can see it, but that's why I was like, what is your relation to him? Because I'm definitely getting baby vibes. And sometimes, like, I'll read this card and I'll be like, oh, new beginnings, new opportunities, new projects. But I'm like, no, babies. Higher self. Well, and that's interesting because you're asking about the higher self. So I don't feel like Marwin is interested in getting together. I want his babies, LOL. I don't feel like Marwin himself is interested in getting together, but it's interesting because you're saying you've been told before that he's your twin flame. I'm not really confirming or denying that, but I feel like this is a message of maybe you guys have had kids in the past. I'm not getting that this is a message to be like, knock on his door and be like, let's have babies. I mean, what I'm getting more is that there's a potential for a relationship still there, maybe if he's interested. But this card is also just about going back to your roots, your primordial roots. It talks about grandmother ocean. So I'm also getting that this is what he thinks towards you. I think that your relationship of what you guys had was very primal. Maybe it was very hot and heavy. I don't know. But I think that's what attracted him to the relationship, and that's important for you to know for some reason. I'm just going to look up the booklet because I feel like there's more there that needs to be said. Exploring the past, deep female divinity, exploring your power, exploring what you can birth and empower. Become more primal, reconnect with your ancient self, take care of yourself at a very ancient and deep level, relating to people's deeper selves. I don't know. I'm just feeling like there's just a very deep connection there. But it's interesting because it's like, yes, you guys are connected, but that doesn't always mean it can result in a relationship. Like, I've seen this happen a lot. People are just very drawn to each other and they don't understand why. Call it twin flame, call it whatever you want. There's just that strong, intense attraction. And, I've had relationships like that, outside of my husband, like before my husband. And it was like intense relationships, but it just wouldn't work for some reason. And so, like, I'm getting to, like, preface all of this with, like, it might not work out. Don't look at it in that way because it might not happen. And so I think this is also a message of getting back to your roots and your femininity and your own stuff. Hey, can my dog have a reading? That's so sweet. I am an animal communicator. We play a game to get the readings. Do you think he's going to reply to your message? I don't think he is. See, that's what's difficult, is because I totally feel that connection between you guys, but I don't feel like he sees it. He doesn't know it. And so if you're really wanting to make that connection, I am getting to do it respectfully. And, if he's not interested, obviously, back off. Not that I get that you're, like, crazy or anything. But can you pull for that question? These cards don't really do yes or no, but let's see. This one. Okay, so this is aura field, this is about cleansing your energy and adjusting and attuning your energy. So I feel like you just need to get rid of his energy a little bit. You're just too attached to the situation. And so if there's anything you can do to take care of yourself, take a bath with lavender sea salt, anything like that. I think you just need to clear your energy of him, Miriam. Like, let it go, let the situation go. If it's meant to be, it will be. Like, that's the biggest thing that I'm getting is, yes, you guys are connected, but if he's not there and willing, like, you don't waste your time with him. You're going to have just as strong and an intensive connection with somebody else. And, you know, one thing that I don't like about the word twin flame is that, sorry, I'm reading Albert's comments. I think that, oh, God damn it, what was I saying? Again, it's like, if it's meant to happen, it'll happen, but don't waste your time on it. And, so the twin flames thing, the thing that I don't like about psychics talking about that is it's assumed that there's only one person out there, and they're going to be way better than anybody else that you find. And I'm a firm believer in the relationships you have with other people. They might not start out great, but you can shape them to work for you. You know, me and my husband talk all the time, and I'm like, you know, this, what you do bothers me. Can we figure out a way to deal with this? And he does the same for me. And we end up making a relationship that's much stronger than I think any relationship starting out. And so to me, the idea of twin flames, I just feel like is very misleading. It's my personal opinion, you know, take it or leave it. But I think it makes you believe that there's only that one person for you. And Miriam, what I'm getting is that you can have this type of intense connection with anybody, not just him. Sigh. I know. And I know I want to tell you guys, I want to tell all of you guys, like, yes, it is going to happen. You're going to find $1 million tomorrow. But I just have to say what I get. And that's kind of what I'm getting. But again, guys, if something I say just doesn't resonate, don't, just let go of it. Seriously. Like, if there's a bad psychic out there, a bad psychic will be like, do what I say. I'm always right. You know, I'm never that way. You know, if it's not resonating with you, it's not resonating with you. You're welcome, Miriam. What's the next category? Yeah, and I don't really understand a whole lot into it other than it just gives me a weird vibe. And it's something that, like, you only have one. And it's like, well, fuck, what if I don't find that one? It's like, it puts the pressure on you to, like, judge the person that you're with even more. And it's so intense. Oh, yeah. And I just made a video on this today, you guys, how to know the difference between a good psychic and a bad psychic. I'm going to put that up soon. It's all about ethics. All about ethics. Oh, my throat hurts. Okay. Tomas. I am a medium. Good question. So any of the questions that you guys asked tonight, I'm a psychic. Psychic stuff is just like anything and everything. I should be able to answer your question. Medium, I can connect with deceased loved ones. Animal communicator can connect with your pets that are currently living or deceased. I'm also a shamanic practitioner and a Reiki practitioner, but that doesn't really come into these. It's too hard to do. As a big cup. I am somebody who needs like a crap ton of water. Thank you guys. Yeah, and if you guys like my readings, check out some of my videos on my channel. I'm really trying to cater them to you guys so that you can figure out how to be more intuitive yourselves. And I give out guidance. And sometimes, I don't know, I just feel like psychic channels, what happens is you click on a video and you're like, oh my gosh, I so needed to hear that. I'm an empath. Mediumship is scary to me. Yes. Okay. New category. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to do a group one, really need to turn off my sprinkler. God damn it. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at this, you guys. I can't like mentally focus on something analytical once I've started reading. Trees. If you can guess the tree that I'm thinking of, you shall get a reading. I'm writing it down. I feel like I've done this one before. Ooh, nobody's gotten it yet. Are you a real psychic or do you just look at cards? I'm a real psychic. And I look at cards. Nobody's gotten it yet. Hey guys, we're playing a guessing game. Guess the tree that I'm thinking of, and you will get the reading. So many people. Come on. I thought this would be easier. Albert. You got it. Birch. Albert, apparently I'm going to read your dog. It's got to happen. A Christmas tree. Whoa, that's 3 people in a row. You guys, that's so funny how that happens. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. If you're just now joining me, I'm going to do one more reading after this. We play this little guessing game, and then I do a group reading for everybody. I'm on here every other Wednesday night. If you want to figure out when that is, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because it'll notify you. And right now there's 11 people in here. The first 12 people in here. The first 20 minutes of this thing, there was one person in here and I was reading. So if you turn on that bell and be the first one in here, you could have just had a 20-minute reading, like whoever was in here first. Okay. So you want to talk to Jacqueline. Sweet. And thanks for subscribing, guys. The goal tonight is to get to 100. I think I can do it. Come back on tomorrow. Oh. I want to. I have to do too many things tomorrow. Yes, you can. Albert, is there anything in particular you want to ask of Jacqueline? And what's your relation to her? Because she's here. Oh, I have 102. Oh, yay! Thank you guys. She's your sister. Okay. Thank you guys so much. That's such a huge accomplishment for me because I've had this channel for way too long and I haven't put in the progress that I should. Okay. So I'm not gonna do the cards. Albert, I feel like I don't know how you felt towards your sister, but she feels really close to you. Like she's standing really close to me. She's like shoulder to shoulder with me right now. And her energy is very pushy into mine. And that to me tells me that she was very, just like a very close person. Maybe not physically, but just emotionally. And maybe if she even wasn't while she was alive, she definitely is now. Like I feel some spirits, I feel like they're far away. They're kind of up above. They're hard to connect to, but she's very material, like to me. She's very here right now. She's standing super close to me. She's got her hand on me. I can feel it. I'm just going to see if there's anything she wants to say. Are you starting some sort of career or project? Her message, I don't know what it is, but her message is like, go for it. Like, trust in yourself. I don't know what you've been thinking about, but you're doubting yourself too much. And I feel like if she were here, she'd be like in your face, like, come on, you can do this. Let's make a plan. Like, we can write out these things. Like, I feel like she would be here helping you out and helping you execute it so that you wouldn't like drag your feet on it. Spirituality and health. Gotcha. Yay. That's awesome. I feel like she's just very supportive and pushy. She's so pushy. Like I keep going over here because she's like pushing me. I connect to her as often as possible. That's awesome. Okay. that makes sense why she's so like material with me right here. Like I feel like I can see her from top to bottom. I see her hair in particular and like her outfit. She's showing me, I don't know if she gardened in real life, but she's showing me like she wants you to know that she's happy in like a garden. Like I feel like that's her heaven. You know, I don't like using that word, but like loved ones really want us to know that they're safe. So they try to send us an image of what we think happiness is. Obviously, you know, where they're at and what they're doing is so beyond our comprehension that we just can't visualize it. So they sort of translate it into our terms. And I feel like she's gardening. She's in this bright sunlit like field. I feel like she's got a hat on. She's super happy. That's like her message that she wants to send to you. She's doing good. She's in this garden. Also, Albert, because I feel like you're super intuitive, meet her in this garden. I don't know if there's any like YouTube videos out there that are like meditations of like meet your loved ones. Like there's something about this garden. Maybe even it's a message of for you to get out and garden. And it's not necessarily like you need to go build like 20 trellises and like make me a ton of tomatoes. It's more of like connecting with nature is going to help you connect with her. She's out in my garden now. She's looking at all of my plants. I think that's all she wanted to say. You're connecting with her so well already. She's like, I'll talk to him tomorrow or something like that. Like, awesome. Thanks, Albert. That was cool. I think that was the first time I did a medium reading on, look at my hair, jeez, on YouTube. Cool. So I'm going to add one more reading because Kimmy asked, and I'm willing. And then I'll do a group reading. You're welcome. Awesome, guys. So remember again, if you really absolutely want a reading, definitely send me a donation through my PayPal link. I mean, even just $1 is awesome. I'm trying to raise money to fund my new tarot deck. Oh, I can't wait. Other than that, guys, join me every other Wednesday night. After this reading, whoever gets chosen, again, I'm going to do a group reading where I'm going to get everybody. Sorry. But I'm going to switch back to, Cash App. I have Cash App and I have Venmo. I'm sorry, I just don't have the links in front of me, so like I don't know how to. Do I have the Cash App? Actually, I think I might have deleted it. Sorry, guys, I'm not prepared. But if you go to the description of this video, there's the PayPal link, and it basically is the same thing. Like, I think. But if that's too much of a, if it charges you guys, let me know because I can easily switch that from Venmo to, or I can switch it to Venmo. Oh shit, or cash. Cool. Oh, it charges you. Oh, okay. Well, I'll switch that for the next videos. No problem. For cash. Yeah, and so what I want is like if I get a certain number of subscribers, I can put it in YouTube and it makes it way easier. But I have to get to a certain number of subscribers first. I have to get to 1,000, and I got to 100 today, so I'm 1/10 of the way. Yay! Peace, butterflies, and dolphins. Woohoo! Okay, so let's do another category. I'm thinking of a flower. Guess the flower that I'm thinking of, and you get the reading. Guess the flower. Guess the flower. It was your sister that told me that. I was like, do a flower category. There we go. You're 103. Thanks, Kim. Sunflower, Kimmy. Bam. She asked for an extra reading, and she was the one that got it. Kimmy, you're a psychic, girl. You've gotten too many. Thanks, guys, for sticking around. So yeah, if you want to stick through Kimmy's reading, I will do a group reading, and I try to get all of your questions. We do it all. We try. So Kimmy, let me know what your question is. I'm going to use my Fairytale deck. Thanks for joining me tonight, you guys. This helps me practice in between readings, and it just keeps my intuition, motherfucker, going during the week. Excuse my language. Tarot cards have been extra slippy today. Totally fine. Trying to think of what else I can talk to you guys about while I wait. Definitely check out, I know you guys are subscribing for my live stuff, but I'd be curious what you guys think of my recorded things. I basically do condensed talks about metaphysics, about spirit guides, all sorts of things. I just released one about what you should know before adopting a new pet, because as an animal communicator, a lot of people contact me right after they adopt a new pet. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm having all these problems. And I'm like, well, yeah, because you didn't do these things. So I talk about those things that I think you should do in that video. So I want to know if you can channel my daddy. What's your dad's name, Kimmy? It's not letting you. Gabby, I'm sorry. God damn it. I'm going to look into it really quickly. Search. Psychic Lauryn. Oh, look, I'm live right now. Okay. Oh, I don't even have the link in there. Are you kidding me? I'm so unprepared. I'm like, send me donations, and there's not even a link. Really? I'm sorry, Gabby. Gabby, I'll go ahead. I'll figure it out. It might be hard to pronounce it. Olumuyiwa. Olumuyiwa. Here. Hang on one second, Kimmy. Sorry, I just want to get this so Gabby can. Well, here, what's my Venmo? Wait. I've got an idea. Sorry. I will be much better. I copied and pasted it. I could have swore it was in there, but I'm crazy. So if you go on to Venmo, I'm just going to type in my Venmo thing. Lauryn. This is my old last name. That's Venmo. If you have Venmo, Gabby, sorry, I should have asked that. And you'll see like a pink flower in it. Sweet. Okay. Sorry, Gabby. I'll make that easier next time. Okay. So Kimmy connecting to Olumuyiwa. Interesting. Yeah, and I know that if I had the link, I thought it did it. I don't really care. Like, honestly, I prefer not to have PayPal because it takes a chunk out. Like you said, I just completely forgot about Venmo and Cash App. All right. Olumuyiwa. Kimmy, maybe it's his name, but I feel like he's got this like Mufasa vibe, like coming at me through the clouds and is like super regal, like with a staff. That might be my bias coming in. How did he pass away, Kimmy? He's wanting to talk about that. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it was sudden. Oh, okay. I'm always like, I should just wait 2 more seconds. Car accident. I still want to go with that. Why do I feel like it wasn't sudden? You were young though, Kemi. You feel like someone was behind it, low-key. Okay, interesting, because I was about to say, like, the energy that I was getting was that he, like, it was a long time coming. So that's why I asked if he passed. That's why I felt like he didn't pass suddenly. But then when you said that, then I looked back at that information and I was like, maybe I interpreted it wrong. I feel like that energy was like, it was going to happen, was kind of the energy that I was getting. I don't feel like it was anybody else. I think it's easy to sort of say that. It's easy to put the blame on somebody else, but I don't know if he was just like a bad driver. Like I'm seeing like flashing lights in my eyes right now, and it's like hurting my head. And I almost feel like that was him. Like maybe he didn't see, like maybe it was dark out, or maybe the sun was in his eyes. Like I just feel like he's showing me this like flashing, blinking light that like something distracted him. Something, and I'm getting chills right now, so I know that's right. I think, and it's funny because I asked, okay, slow down. He's talking a lot now. I asked him what he wanted to say, and he wanted to immediately go to this, and I think it's because he wants you guys to let go of this idea that it was somebody else. He's very much like, no, don't place that blame. It was an accident. Like I feel like he's a very good driver. I feel like, okay, gotcha. But I don't know. I'm just getting like flashed lights, like blurred vision. That's what he's giving me. Like I can't see. And I feel like it was just like a moment of something that like he couldn't anticipate. And it was like, that's why, again, I'm going back to the beginning of the reading, and I was like, it was a long time coming, is like what I heard, or like the energy that I got, which is interesting because that's not the case, because it was a car accident. I'm feeling like it was yeah, I just feel like it was he died in another country. Gotcha. Yeah, his biggest message is coming through, and like I'm getting chills, and he's pushing me forward, and he's like, no, like let it go. He's very adamantly like it was a mistake. And even though he was super skilled and super awesome at this, it was like, it's almost like he's showing me that it was inevitable. The amount he drove, it just like it just happened. And I don't know if it was nighttime or daytime, but I'm really getting that it was vision. Like he didn't see it, or something blinded his light, or blinded his vision, or maybe somebody pulled up behind and it was a big flashing light, and he was like, what the? And then bam, he hit something. But I'm getting that it was a complete accident. That's all that I'm getting. It's 100% that he's like, he really wants you to focus on the fact that it wasn't that. And the fact that he's even talking to me about this, to me, says that you guys need closure around this area, and he really wants you guys to just let go of the fact that something else could have been done. Like, oh, if somebody else didn't do that, he would still be here. Or if, he was such a great driver, that shouldn't happen. He's like, no, accidents happen. Like, he's very much wanting you guys to let go of what possibly happened, so that you guys can focus on, and I don't know why I'm saying you guys, maybe it's your family, he wants you to focus on the rest of the life, what he did with you, what you guys dreamed about together, is what he's saying. I don't know what that means. I don't know. It's very much so like, you're a daddy's girl. Oh, like his message, Kemi, he's just coming through, and he's like, you got to let that idea go, because it was an accident. It was wrong timing. It happened. It happened, and it's okay. And there's nothing else that you can really do about it. And I think that's clouding your memories of him because you're so focused on that, and he wants you to connect with him. He's like reaching out and he's like, I can communicate with you, I can talk to you in your dreams, but we need to put aside this idea of what happened. I'm just going to pull a card and see if he has anything excuse me, else to say. Guys, we have, I think Kim, or is it Kim? Gabby, sorry. Gabby just paid for a reading. She gave me a donation. I've already been on here like a half an hour later than I wanted to. So I'm going to do Gabby, and then I'm going to do a group reading. But if you guys want to catch me next time, I'm going to be on here every other Wednesday. So definitely hit that subscribe button so you can jump on and get a reading. And I take donations. Donations are good if you absolutely want a reading, but I think I need to cut it off after Gabby because I'm losing my voice big time. Oh, Kimmy, I dropped this card earlier. Ace of Cups. Cups is all about emotions. Oh, how sweet. So I just pulled this card as if, Kimmy, if your dad had any other questions. This looks scary because there's like a snake, but what this fairy tale is about is, I can't remember what the fairy tale is about, but it's a good fairy tale. And the card is saying overflowing emotions of love. How sweet is that? I think that's him giving that love and emotion to you. He wants you to focus on this love that he has for you. He wants you to connect with him, even though he's deceased. Like, he wants you to see that he's still here. He still sees you. He still loves you. And once you connect to that love that he is trying to give to you, you're going to feel so much more content and satisfied. And I don't know, you'll have so much more closure. Oh, and he just gave you like a kiss on your head too, Kevin. He's not with me anymore. He's over there with you wherever you're at. He's telling me too, Kimmy, that he's gonna like stick with you tonight. So pay attention. See if anything happens, because that might be him. He's so much like, he's taking your head, Kimmy, and he's like turning you away from this car accident. And he's like, look at me. I'm here. I'm here. You hid yourself in a closet. Where are you at work? Isn't it late? Awesome. Gabby, I'm going to go just shut off my sprinkler really quick because it's been on for way too long. But I'm not leaving. I'm going to leave it going. So I'm going to come back, guys. I'm going to read Gabby. And then I'm going to give everyone a group reading at school. Isn't it late? So yeah, I'm going to go shut this off really quick because I don't want to waste water. I'm super paranoid about wasting water. Hi, Kitty. Woohoo! Thanks for waiting. Oh, see the fat cat chasing me? You're welcome, Kimmy. Oh my gosh, my throat is killing me. Who said it earlier? Honey, lemon, and the ginger? Honey, lemon, and something. I'm going to have to do that. Alrighty. Thanks so much for the donation, Gabby. Sorry that was such a pain in the ass. Oh my God. I'll have that set up better next time. So Gabby, let me know what your question is, and we will definitely get into it. Aw, thanks, Gabby. I used to be on Periscope, but it got to a point where I had so many followers on Periscope, but as soon as I made the videos, they just disappeared. And the great thing about YouTube is you actually can search things, and it makes way more sense. YouTube's platform is just way more, it's a lot better. Gabby, let me know what your question is. I'm just going to hang out. I want to know what's going to happen between me and Dan. Okay. What's your relationship with Dan? I assume like you're in a relationship. And which deck do you want me to use? You get to choose. I have the Mermaids or the Fairytale deck. I might end up using both, but I like to ask because I feel like if you're connected to the cards, it ends up being a better reading. We've been dating back and forth. Okay. I already know how I'm going to pull the cards. Just tell me which deck. Mermaids or... Okay, Mermaids. Hey, Hearts Melodies. I'm doing... Gabby's my last one, but then I'm going to do a group reading after this. I would go longer, but like literally my voice is killing me. So let's figure this out, Gabby. Dan. Okay, I'm just going to pull a few cards, so give me a minute. Need more desk space. Sorry. Shh. You're welcome. Okay, I pulled 7 cards. Bam, bam, bam. I do this fun, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically, I have them laid out. So I have how Gabby feels about, what was his name? Dan, and how Dan feels about Gabby. And then I have this central core of what's bringing you two together. The cat is saying help. She's saying, feed me, love me, god damn it. Sorry, is she obnoxious? Okay. What is this one about? Okay. So, starting with you, Gabby. So, I feel like, okay, so I'm pulling the past first. So, I pulled past, present, future for both sides of you guys. So, this is you, and this is Dan. And so, this card is talking about freedom. And this card is talking about telepathy. So, I think in the past, your guys' relationship, and tell me if I'm interpreting this wrong or this doesn't make sense, because it's important for me to refigure it out. But I think that the basis of your foundation, why you guys started, what was good was that, hey, stay down there. Nope, stay down there. Was that around him, you felt free to be you. I don't know if that was with your time. Maybe it was just like he gave you a lot of space, or maybe it was just like this sexual freedom of like being able to express yourself. And he really loved the telepathic communication you had between each other. And I'm getting that this is both communication verbally and just non-verbally. It's interesting because it's a heart and it's red. And I think it's that he really liked that you guys could come together and just, you know, what's the words I'm trying to find? It's like you guys understood each other. You could say things without actually saying them. You guys were just in sync. So that's kind of like your past and what your relationship has been in the past. And I feel like right now it's just a little rocky based on the cards that I pulled. And again, tell me if I'm wrong. But it feels like now, so I pulled this card in reverse. This is you, Song of the Siren, and this, okay, is Soul Cage, and that's him. This is complicated. So I'll start with you. So I pulled this card in reverse, which to me is saying that maybe you've just lost touch with the this nature that you had at the beginning. You've lost touch of this person that you were in the relationship, whatever that is. I don't know what kind of freedom you define that as. Maybe it's freedom of time, sexuality, freedom to talk to each other freely. I don't know. But it's almost like you've lost that a little bit, and you're trying to pull him in through the opposite means. It's almost like, I think these cards are basically saying, remember to bring this into the relationship. That's what we're sort of saying right now. I think this card, unfortunately, he's feeling a little, I don't know if you're currently dating or if you're currently off, but I think he has moments where he feels trapped. And I think that freedom thing is so essential to how you guys work. That this is a big deal for him, is just feeling trapped. I'm going to come back to it. I want to go to the center card. So the center card is like what brings you two together. And I pulled from the other deck because this tells a story. And this is the Four of Wands. And that's Jack and the Beanstalk. And it's about your desire, your vision, your ambition. So I kind of interpret this card as like the shared goals that you have in your relationship. It's so funny how many times the word freedom is coming up. I'm curious, Gabby, what are you defining as freedom? But this is like accomplishments, financial success, and freedom. And so I think what this card is saying is this is what's bringing you together, is one of those things. I don't know if you guys are really, but it's also the things that cause you the most problems. So when financial success is out of whack, it causes problems in the relationship. When freedom is out of whack, it causes problems in the relationship. What was the third thing? Accomplishments. Not having shared goals, Gabby, is what I'm getting. I feel like this is such a delicate balance, though, because, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I just feel like your guys' relationship was really strong, spicy, sexy. It was good because there was a lot of freedom, and maybe you guys had become too clingy, and that's why you pull away. Maybe not. Let's see. And so the future. Okay. So the future cards that I pulled for both of you is kind of what needs to happen to make this relationship better. So this card for you is guide, and the card from him is watered flight. And so what I'm getting for you is that you need to look towards somebody for advice. A guide could be a friend, a family member, somebody that you see online. It could be a book. I would just pay attention, because I feel like right now what you need is just like advice, it's almost like you need new techniques to come back to the relationship. I feel like the reasons why you're bringing him in and I don't want to say making him feel trapped, because that's just as much as his fault. But there's something that's causing you to steer away from this, and you might not know how or why to get away or to get back to that. So I feel like this guide is going to bring education to you and help you out. And it could be an actual spiritual guide. Now, I pulled this in reverse. I feel like right now he needs to lift this heaviness. He needs to cast the burdens away. He needs to feel weightless. I think he's got a real issue, like looking at all of his cards that bring him together. He really likes to not talk about things, and he feels trapped very easily. And because of that, he feels like he needs to escape because he's being weighed down. It's such like a dude thing. Such a dude thing. So if there's anything you can do to make, I guess freedom is such like a huge part of your relationship. And Gabby, I don't know if the sex thing is like really ringing true for you. If it is, I'm immediately getting this book. It's called Mating in Captivity, I would look it up. It's all about making sex better by being more independent from each other. And I would check it out anyway, because even if it's not about sex, it could be about, what am I trying to say? That book has really good principles of how we're in a relationship. It's really important to get space from each other. And I'm just getting that this whole thing is physical space. Again, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm off. But if you don't want to, I'm sure you understand what the message is. You can read between the lines and take your own interpretation of it. But that book is great because it talks about how we get so caught up in each other's lives, and we're just like, what'd you do today? What'd you do? Like, you feel like you have to know everything about their day. You feel like you have to know, you just have to talk about everything and anything. You feel like you have to spend your time together. And I feel like that book is really good about saying, like, look, you have to take time away from each other so you can remember to be individuals. And when you be individuals outside of the relationship, you become more attractive to each other. And because you're spending more time away from each other, it's like you want each other a little bit more. And I don't know, I just feel like that is particular to this situation. I also want to add that I feel like once you guys are in a good space, talking to him about this pattern of how he feels trapped, figuring out, just saying like, hey, I feel like I noticed this happen. I don't want to cause that. I don't want you to feel that way. How can I make it better for you? And then you can examine this part of yourself of like, how do I get back to being this free spirit, being independent? And this is Song of the Siren, when I'm calling out to him, it's actually the things that I want and I need. And it's not that I'm calling out to him to bug him or to drive him crazy. And to do this, I feel like there's just some outside person or resource that could help you. Just be open, Gabby, to just like all the signs, because maybe you'll see something. Maybe, Gabby, there's another thing. I don't know if you have Netflix, but there's Brene Brown has a whole talk on vulnerability. Definitely check that out. Again, if you get the book, if you get this and like 5 minutes in, you're like, this just isn't resonating, throw it out. They're just what's coming to my brain. But I think the guide thing is more just like, you need more resources to know how to handle this. And that's totally okay. That's totally normal. There are people out there that know more than you, know more than I, and it's not a bad thing to ask for help and to figure out how you can make the relationship better. Again, not saying you're at fault or he's at fault. It's kind of this mix of, this is kind of what throws you guys off. That's kind of what this reading is about. But it all comes back to the things that throw you off or bring you together are whether or not your freedom and the word accomplishments. I'm getting just like this shared vision of what your relationship should be. I think that a lot of times in relationships, we forget to set goals as ourselves as individuals and also as ourselves in a couple, like a group. Like me and my husband have set health goals together, but then I've set, work goals outside of him. He's set health goals outside of me. So I think it's also looking at accomplishments and goals, and maybe there's just like a lack of direction of where the relationship is going. Like, is it just for fun? Are you trying to get somewhere together? Like, if you can have that conversation and be like, what are you looking for in a relationship? Maybe you'll find that just having that conversation makes everything easier, or maybe you'll find that he's just not even on the same page as you, and it's just not going to work out. Whoa, that just like vomited out of me. I feel like relationships are just something that intuitively just I click with a lot because I study relationships a lot. I put a lot of time and effort into my own relationship. And so I've kind of broken down my YouTube channels into 3 sections: psychic, metaphysical stuff, relationships, and life stuff. And What's my third thing? Animals. So Robbie's like, me. Yeah, I know. So I don't know what my point was with that. I am so dead. Okay. Thank you, Gabby. Thanks for the donation. I hope that brought some clarity. I love that. That was so cool. I've never pulled that many cards with the Mermaid deck. I was kind of worried it wasn't going to work. But I don't know. I feel like that made a totally clear story. Hey, thanks everybody for sticking around. If you are still here, I'm going to give you guys that group reading right now. You're welcome. Thank you, Gabby. Would you... I think she's bothering me to get off. Like, that's what it is. She's telling me, like, you've been on here way too long. You need to get off. You need to take care of yourself. Okay. So, group reading, guys. What I'm going to have you do is sort of close your eyes. I want you to connect with my energy and think of the question that you have. So, Jonathan, think about, will I make the NBA? You guys don't have to write it. If you can if you want to. Just think about that question that you really want to know an answer to. And I'm going to ask my guides to give us cards. They want me to pull 2. And hopefully it should answer all of your guys' questions. I kind of try to end with this so that you guys can all feel like you at least got something if you've been hanging around. Think about those questions. All right. Let's see what our guides have to say. Ooh, okay. I know this one. This one is Chariot. Oh, no. Oh, and I opened right to the page. How funny. Oh, okay. So that's that one. And that is... Sorry, guys. Part of the reason why I wanted to use this deck tonight was because it's been a while since I've used it, and I want to get back into the habit of memorizing it. Ooh, okay. This is great. This applies, I think it's going to apply to anybody. So I pulled 2 cards. First is the Chariot, and it was in reverse. I'll get that in a second. And then the next one is 8 of Pentacles. So this is the overarching theme. This is a major arcana card. So this is kind of like big energy. And this card is normally about swift, bold action, like super fast action. Like taking big steps, but I pulled it in reverse, so it's the opposite. It's about, or at least that's how I interpret it. That's not necessarily a firm and fast rule for tarot cards. But how I interpret it is that it's the opposite. Whatever you're thinking about, don't take a lot of action right now, because it's not going to have good results. You know, it's more important for you right now to sit, observe, watch. Like, think about the opposite of taking action. Make plans, watch, observe. Like, those are the words that you should be focusing on. And then to further sort of back that up, I pulled the 8 of Pentacles, which is about organization, attention to detail, and skill. So whatever you're thinking about, whether it's relationships, whether it's like the NBA thing, it's important not to run and jump into it right now. It's important right now to sit, think about it, come up with details, come up with organization, especially because Pentacles is about earth and material needs. So I'm getting that, like, I'm only drawing off of Jonathan because he threw this in here as an example, but Jonathan, like, you know, instead of just being like, I'm going to go try out for the NBA, which not saying you can't do, but it's like your guys want you to focus on, okay, do you have the right equipment? Are you focusing on eating right? Are you doing all these little details? You know, are you focusing on your mental health? You know, it's like all the little things that you need to be planning and organizing. And even with relationships, instead of acting and, you know, reaching out to somebody and, you know, getting mad at them or trying to make a move, it's more about take a step back, just watch, listen, gather more information. That's kind of the whole reading that I'm getting. So I hope that makes sense. Does that resonate with anybody? I'm curious if these group readings work well. So just try to remember, think the opposite of taking action. Think more on the lines of observing, taking notes, organizing, getting prepared is the word that I want to use. Yay, Chriselle! Woohoo! See, and that's what I want to do, is because I know you guys have been hanging around and I can't finish everybody. So this is my way of doing it. I do it at the end every single time. Well, that's rude, Jonathan. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. But you don't have to be rude. And the thing is with my tarot readings, I do a little bit of psychic. I do a little bit. Sorry, that didn't come across that way. I got in right before the end. It was meant to be. Woohoo! Isn't that perfect? Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I've been on here for an hour and 45 minutes. Normally, I just try to do an hour. I just did the group reading, Miriam, and so the answer to the question is to don't take action. Take time to get prepared. Take time to focus on the details. Get the little things set up. All of that. But you can rewatch it when I close it down. So yeah, guys, I'm on here every other Wednesday night doing these readings. If you are prepared, you can give me a donation. I'm going to have that link set up a lot better next time. Otherwise, they will be free. If you're curious on how I do what I do teach psychic courses, and that's on Udemy. You can see the link in the description below. If you really liked my readings tonight, keep me in mind in the future. I do 15-minute, 30-minute, and hour readings over the phone, over email. You can check out those prices on my website. But yeah, guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I really appreciate you guys subscribing if you like it. I want to eventually make this my full-time gig. And yeah, I'm going to be uploading. I just recorded a ton of videos today. So I update my channel every single Friday and with a new video. I just uploaded one about what you need to know before adopting a new pet, as told by an animal communicator. And I've got some really great ones. I'm trying to think what I recorded today. I recorded like how to tell a good psychic from a bad psychic, because I think that's super important. Yeah, isn't that great, Kim? Thank you. It's mostly that I've been doing. I did vlogs for 4 hours, and then I got in here and I'm doing this for 2 hours. I'm trying to think of what else I did. But yeah, I'm sort of playing around with the idea of doing more personal vlogs because I'm recording a video. I'm turning my shed into a she shed, and it's going to be where I end up filming my vlogs and doing the live readings, because this background is really ugh. And so I want to have a much cooler background. And I'm also building it so it's like a guest house, and that I'm going to put like my arts and crafts in it. So I'm going to have a video about that. And my husband and I just went to Japan. And so I'm making like a travel vlog about that. And so that's a very travel vlog style. I think I'm just going to make it as a playlist. So if that's not what you're into, you can skip it. But I'm going to have more stuff about me. I'm even thinking about uploading my wedding video. I sort of had to get permission from my husband. I don't know if he likes all the attention, but you're welcome, Gabby. Thanks so much for the donation. Again, I'm on here every other Wednesday night. I'm going to go drink some tea. I don't have anything else to say. Okay, to inadvertently or to indirectly answer your question, Jonathan, I would be happy to answer your question, but I'm all about being nice and being positive in this channel. So I want people to respect the rules that I have, and when I'm done doing readings, I need that to be done. And I've been on here for almost 2 hours. So sorry that you came in late. If you really want a reading, you can reach out to me. But again, I'm done for the night. So thank you, Katrina. Awesome, guys. On that note, I'm going to end here. And thank you guys so much for getting me to 100 subscribers. I'm curious where we're at now. Yay! I feel like I deserve a glass of wine, but that would kill my throat, so maybe I'll have wine tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Good night. Have a good one. Bye.